guys, I'm back and I've got some really cool goodies for you. So today we're going to review the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. Now, a lot of people have seen these. Some people are comfortable with these. If you're new to tarot or oracle cards, this might be something exciting for you. But to burst your bubble, unfortunately, these are discontinued. So the original ones that are the bigger ones are very difficult to get. They're about $100 or more a deck. Go on eBay, look for Romance Angels Doreen Virtue or Romance Angel Oracle cards. And if it's over $100, it's the real deal. You might be able to get them for 80 bucks. Most people are selling them on Walmart, Amazon, a variety of different places for anywhere, even at DHgate and AliExpress for, I think, $7 to $35, maybe $40, and it's these. Now, the real ones come with the book. The fake ones are significantly smaller, and they don't come with the book. They come with an ebook, if you're lucky. Sometimes they don't even give you the ebook, but it does come with an ebook. Ooh. So you're gonna have to print it out and have this huge pamphlet instead of this book, but then you'll probably be able to read it better. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up as I review these cards. I'm reviewing the original deck. I did buy this thinking that I was getting a good deal, and I clearly wasn't. But the cool thing about the smaller cards are, like, I'm going to be traveling all over the world because I'm doing a documentary called The Indigenous Documentary. If you want to follow me, it's going to be like 2 years in the making. Like, you know, like, it just started, so it's going to take like 2 or 3 years to make it. But it's called The Indigenous Documentary.com. And I go all over the world interviewing Indigenous people to find out, or people that practice the Indigenous ways, because I practice Indigenous ways too, how they heal and a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, I would take these because, one, these are super heavy. They're bigger. And if I lose them, I would be very upset. So I would carry these to travel and a couple of other decks just so that I can still read my tarot, you know, because I do read tarot now on Tarot Cheerleader on YouTube. And yeah, so that's the benefits and the positives and the negatives of the two. So let's open them both up so you can see them. The original one comes with a book, right? And you open it up and the book is black and white. Most of Doreen Virtue's books are black and white. I think all of them are. And this is by Hayes. No, I think it was Hayes. Hold on. The publisher, I think it is Hayes House. Yeah. No, it's H Lifestyle, but it could be Hayes because I saw somewhere that it said that. I know Hayes House is, I think it is Hayes House. Anyway, they have different cards with a written meaning on the card, and then like it elaborates in the book. So you kind of need the book to really understand it. You kind of get the gist of it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But this is the same room. It's just a different angle. This is like my little office area of my room. I don't read tarot in my room. Like, I'll do 1 or 2 card readings, but you should never read tarot in your room. It's a sacred, like, you shouldn't. But they're just videos that I'm making. So this is what the duplicated replicas look like, and then this is what the originals look like. This one has a sheen, this is matte. That's the difference in size. So significantly different. If you have little hands and you find that these big Doreen Virtue cards are too big for you, then this little one is fine. But this is pretty flimsy. Like, it's almost like like if you're playing cards, like literally a deck card. This is a little bit more durable. They both have the gold on the side. So when you see the pictures, sometimes it's confusing because you're like, wait a minute, it looks like the real deck, but it's not. You want to look at the dimensions. Obviously, these are a lot smaller. I'm going to see if I remember to put the dimensions below of each deck, but you can usually tell by the price. You're not going to get the original ones for like $20 to $40. You're just not. These are going to be $100 or more because they're going fast. I actually bought 2 decks of these because I was like, if one gets messed up, I still want to have a nice deck. Or I could sell the other one, you know, like when the prices go up to like 300 bucks. But yeah, so, and you can see the coloring difference. Like this is, well, let me see. Romantic feelings, separation. Here, the third one, I got lucky. They look the same, but they're just a little bit different. Like the colors are deeper. These are more matte. But they get the job done. So if you can't afford to get the original deck, I highly recommend getting the but you can get. Don't stress out over it. Anyways, rock and roll. A lot of the Doreen Virtue cards that I review for you, we'll have the link below for Walmart, Amazon, and DHgate. So if you want to get them from China, they're super cheap. You can get a bunch of them. If you watch my videos or you go through all of them, you'll see the links for all of them. I try to update them as much as possible, but it's pretty hard. I was debating on creating like a sheet where you can just download all of, like where you can just look them all up, kind of like a database of the links. So I could just update one page instead of all of the links. But I don't know, I'm still new to this kind of thing. So let's get started. I know, right? Today's like a really confusing day for me. Here. Stay optimistic about your love life, romantic feelings. And then I'm just going to keep them up here for a second so you could read the bottom because I'm not going to read all of them. Okay? And let me just see. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Free yourself, and this could be the one. And I'm going to read the book later on one of these, whichever one is the one card reading that we get later on. So you guys can... Okay, get closer. What is up with this glare? That don't look good. Like that. Yeah, there you go. Get a better idea. New love and make the effort. Wow. I mean, the glare's been bad before, but, oh, because these are glossy. The matte ones always do better. Sorry, guys. Let your friends help you. Keep an open mind. And a lot of people really love these cards. To be quite honest, the imagery isn't really that great. It's very Victorian. But I think it's more the messages. Very soon, and you deserve love. We all deserve love. You don't need somebody to tell you that. Trust and unconditional love. Unrequited love. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. They look like they were gonna fall and I just didn't. I'm not sure if I did this one already. Stay optimistic about your love life and passion. Let go of control issues and flirt. It's interesting they chose that type of man. That's very interesting. Express your love and finances and career. Codependency and deception. That's so funny. Reconciliation and engagement. Playfulness and chemistry. Children and pay attention to the red flags. Are there flags in here? It's a really weird picture, right? For pay attention to the red flags. Kind of weird. Let's see how that works. I just give your relationship a chance and heart-to-heart conversations. Honeymoon and past life relationship. And this is beautiful. I can vouch for that. Soulmate and healing family issues. Getting to know each other and worth waiting for. The only thing I can say with all certainty is they do feel different. Some people say, oh, cards are just cards. I don't think so. I know that when you get an original deck, it feels different than the knockoff. Retreat and attraction. And it could just be the energy in the manufacturing process, how they're made, but like the energy of the workers in, you know, religious factors and weddings. But to me, I feel a significant shift in energy. Forgiving and learning, love yourself first. I really don't feel like these images are great. I mean, but everybody's in love with this deck. Release your ex and separation. And there's one more that fell. Which is weird. Calling in your soulmate. And I say it's weird because it's 44. And I did 2 at a time. So is there a card missing? Oh, this one is. Let your friend, it was 2 stuck together. Let your friends help you. Wow, that glare is something to be reckoned with. You deserve love. See, the pictures just don't make, they're beautiful pictures. They don't make any sense. They don't make any sense. Finances and career. Don't get me wrong, Doreen Virtue is a writer. And majority of her fortune and fame come from her intention to, you know, help others, and her words are golden. This is a nice deck, but I don't love the pictures. I love more the meanings. All right, can I get one card for the collective? I mean, I did buy the cup for $100. Don't get me wrong, but it's only because, again, the symbolism and the meaning. And the truth is, most people don't ever open the book when they do a reading. They don't. You know, like, you don't really need the book. It's more for you. Ooh, 2 came out. Retreat and romantic feelings. It says retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world and romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I'm guessing, I want to say that this is a card. No, we'll do a clarifier. Retreat and romantic feelings. All right, so we're going to read retreat because that one's just different. QRS. They're in alphabetical order. That's the only thing that bothers me, is when, like, you have to look at the number and, like, they're not in alphabetical order when it's an oracle deck. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. The romance angels see that your love life blossoms as you spend time alone with your partner or by yourself. It appears that you've become confused or conflicted by other people's advice. It's time for you to disconnect so that you can better hear your own feelings and opinions. If you are in a partnership, spending time together apart from others will renew your commitment and take it to the next level. This could mean taking a vacation, going on a nature hike, enjoying a long drive, or turning off the phones and computer as you both enjoy a quiet afternoon at home. The painting on this card also indicates a honeymoon, which could be the literal message. So there may be a deepening of commitment or a new serious relationship if you're currently single. This card may indicate an upcoming engagement, wedding, or renewal of vows. These activities are more meaningful as you spend time alone with your partner. If you're presently single, this card guides you to spend time by yourself, meditating upon your true feelings and thoughts. Be sure to take action based on any intuitive guidance. This strengthens your energy, which helps you rapidly attract and manifest your loving partner. My personal opinion, yes, thoughts do that. But if you really want to manifest, write. Write, because that's why in so many religions, people did not let other people get educated. They weren't allowed to read. Reading is such a huge thing. Writing, reading, and then reading what you wrote. Write, and I feel like that's the Akashic records. You know, like, I mean, they say whatever you do is in the Akashic records, but writing is what reaches them to decide what your fate is, or if they're going to do divine intervention, or if they're going to help you. When I used to journal, I had nothing but good luck. Nothing. I stopped journaling for whatever reason. I'm just waiting for one card to pop up as a clarifier. And it was like a shit show. And then I started journaling again, and, you know, but not everybody has that, you know. But I think journaling more than thinking, and maybe journaling allows you to think clearer because you're writing everything down and you're seeing how it all connects. But I highly recommend to all of you that are out there, wow, these are not coming out, to grab a journal and do that. Just to like express all of your feelings and write everything down. But just be careful. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. If you want me to read that, I'll. So basically, by staying at home, by retreating, and then whatever the other card was, because I lost it, then you will end up with a wedding. I don't believe any of that. But let's see. It's not for me, for sure. It might be for you guys. Yeah, right. Once you come back in 6 months, I got married. No. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. You drew this card because of an upcoming wedding, your own or someone else's. It comes to you because marriage plays a role in the answer to your question. For some people, this card could be a validation that you will get married and asks you to keep the faith and continue enjoying your life without worry about your future marital status. For others, this card signals that you'll meet a significant other at an upcoming wedding or experience something there that will lead you to a new romance. It can also represent your parents' marriage and the way it affected your feelings and beliefs about relationships. In a few cases, this card asks you to look at your present and past marriages and review your feelings with the intention of healing your heart and your relationship. Perhaps it's time to enlist a marital counselor to help you both sort out how you feel, and sometimes this card can signal the end of a marriage, in which case the angels support everyone around you as you come to an understanding about the experience and renew your heart's willingness to love. Okay, yeah. So that's that, and then this is what the back looks like. I know, I have a lot of stuff. I told you I'm moving, so everything's like all over the place. I had a zipper that I needed to fix on one of my pocketbooks, and I looked up how to fix a stuck zipper, and they said use petroleum jelly. So I did. It works. They said you could use chapstick or that, but I was just wondering if that was gonna rust the zipper. It was like a silver. It wasn't like, I wouldn't have done it with brass because I've worked in the jewelry industry. So I wouldn't have done it with brass or anything like that. I probably would have used like WD-40 or something, but I didn't have that. So I was like, screw it, whatever, because I want to wear the pocketbook right now before I leave. And it literally was getting stuck in the same spot. So for all you guys, when you're out there, if you have a stuck pocketbook, it was very lightly, meaning I just put a dab right on the zipper, like the tiniest little bit, and then I ran that up and down the zipper, and then it just opened and closed really easily. I hope it stays lubricated because it is petroleum, so petroleum oil, it kind of, but you just learned something new. Thanks for watching. Till the next time.